To answer this, I'll go over the night that I ran away. The night that I ran away in the middle of the night was January 8th of 2014. Now, none of my family knew that I was going to run away that night, except for the two well-trained German Shepherd dogs that we had, and they were smart. I loved these dogs. I was super close to these dogs. They were really smart, and I noticed the day before I was going to run away at night, they kept following me. They kind of kept like following me, and they'd make this sad sound. They'd go like, just like a sad sound they were making. And I didn't really figure it out until later that night when I sneaked out of the house. I sneak out, and as soon as I get outside the house, boom, they're just standing there waiting for me. Both of them. I'm like, wow, this is weird. They're always sleeping in the barn. Why are they in here? So I pet them quick. They weren't barking or anything. They were like using their nose. It's almost like they didn't want me to leave. So I was like, oh crap, now the dogs are here. They're probably gonna create a fuss. And I was on the opposite side of my parents' bedroom window where I went out. But I knew they were going to create a fuss, so I took off running as fast as I could. And sure enough, the dogs ran over to my mom and dad's bedroom window, and they bark a couple times and then go to the barn to go to sleep. And I just kept running out the drive down the gravel road as fast as I could, because I knew now the dogs probably woke them, and they're like, oh, is something going on? And maybe they'll find out that I left. At one point, I even was like holding my ear because I was afraid they'll look and see that I'm gone, and then start calling out my name and looking for me. But I just kept running, and because the last thing I wanted was to get caught. That would just not be good. The amount of questions, the amount of stuff you would go through if you would get caught running away would not be pretty. So, however, I did leave a note, because I wanted them to know that I didn't just like go missing or something. I wanted them to know that I intentionally left and that I have plans to live what they call English life. So I wanted them to know that. So I left a note, and then I ran. I persuaded a guy to let me stay at his place a couple nights, and found a job, and eventually, start getting on my feet as soon as I had a job. So I hope that answers your question.